So what is global payroll? And why Oracle Global Payroll is having this much demand in the market? Without global payroll, there is no human capital management. Actually, this much demand has been created to human capital management because of one and only product called as global payroll. Okay. So what is global payroll and why it is really really required? Let us take FedEx. FedEx is a company. Okay. It is having almost 10,000 employees. Okay. Some are white collar. Some are white collar office desk job. Okay. Some are blue collar field jobs. Okay. Some are chief executive of chief means top level people. Okay. Some are volunteers. Okay. Some are volunteers. Some are retirees. Some are dependents. Okay. Dependent of employees who are deceased. Deceased means who are death. Okay. Who are died. So there are so many employees are non-employees like volunteers. We already know from global HR, right? What are the different types of person types? System person type and user person type. Right? Employee, contingent worker, non-worker, pending worker, volunteer, and then internship, retiree, beneficiary. All these things, there are so many types of user person types. Okay. Why we have to define all these things is we need to run the payroll. Need to run the payroll. This is the main objective, right? So somebody is working for you means you have to take care of him or her. You have to take care of him by paying him the reasonable amount. Okay. I need to pay the salary. Sometimes salary would be generally monthly. Okay. Salary would be monthly. 80% people in India mostly 90% people are monthly only or weekly. In India, either these two. So for white collar people, salary is monthly. Okay. For white collar people, salary how we will pay? Monthly. For blue collar people, let us take people who are working in what you call manufacturing sector or infrastructure sector, where you have to pay them salary weekly. Number of hours they work, depend upon hours, we will pay them weekly. And chief executives. So some of the chief executives, they will take salary yearly $50 million or $100 million. They won't take monthly salary like our white collar people. Okay, they will take yearly salary, bonuses and all these things. Volunteers, we won't pay anything, no salary. We won't pay anything. So retirees, we have to pay some amount. Okay, it's a pension amount. So beneficiary. Okay, so this is also some type of pension amount, right? We need to run the payroll for entire 10,000, whether they are employees or blue collar jobs or white collar jobs, retirees or beneficiaries. We have to run the payroll. Okay. So how we will run the payroll? With the help of Oracle Fusion HCM. Okay. It's a built-in engine. Depend upon how you define the payroll and attach that payroll to the employee, it will run the payroll. Okay. Let us take You have to find the payroll. Let us take FedEx monthly payroll. We have defined payroll like this. Okay, you have given name as FedEx monthly payroll. So, and you have hired out of 10,000 employees. Let us take 6,000 employees. This is the payroll. Okay, while hiring the employee itself, we will attach the payroll. So I think how many people know how to attach payroll while hiring the employee? Have you ever tried that one? Okay, no problem. So while hiring an employee itself, we will attach the payroll. Okay, FedEx monthly payroll. And then FedEx weekly payroll. Okay, let us take 4,000, 3,800. 3,800 people we are running weekly payroll. So total how much? 9,800. Okay, let us take 25 people or chief executive level CXO. Okay, 25 people we are running FedEx payroll. So yearly once we will run the payroll for them. And remaining how many of them are there? 25. Okay. 175 are retirees, are people who are dependent, who are died. Okay. So given payroll as FedEx other payroll. Okay. So we will tag how to run the payroll. Okay. So please remember this one. In a particular company, there are different type of people where they will work for different type of payrolls. Okay. So for that reason, we need to define multiple payrolls in a company. So what is the reason to define multiple payrolls in a company? Mahesh?
To know the difference, sir.
Yes. Okay. It depends upon how they agreed with the company to get the amount. Okay. Some people agree with for monthly payroll. Some people agree with for the weekly payroll. Some people agree for the bi-weekly payroll, semi-monthly payroll. All there are different types of payrolls would be there. Okay. So this is a basic overview of payroll. Okay. This is a very basic overview of payroll. Now, what is global payroll and how many countries Oracle supports payroll implementation? Now we will coming back to our own topic. What is global payroll and how many countries Oracle support? In this article, we will know about Oracle Global Payroll Cloud, which countries that supports payroll implementation. Okay. Oracle supports 14 countries. Full-fledged payroll. Full-fledged payroll. Oracle supports 14 countries as of April 2025. Means you can consider, you can update this as May 2025. May 2025. As of now, it supports 14 major countries payroll and remaining 46 with the help of third party. It supports, means it is not directly running the payroll. With the help of third party like ADP or some other companies, it will run the payroll. So what is the task? Configure payroll legislation. Configure payroll legislation. By going to this task, we can verify for which country Oracle is running the payroll. For which country Oracle is running the payroll, we can verify here. Okay. I'll go to the environment. So what is the task name, Mahesh? Mahesh, are you there? Officer, what is the task name to verify how many countries Oracle is supporting payroll?
Configure payroll legislation.
Yes, very good. You write it down. Configure payroll legislations. Okay. Click on the task, configure payroll legislations. So when you search that one, automatically it is going to payroll offering, right? So here, if you see, these are implemented and these are predefined. Okay, delivered and configured by Oracle, predefined. So what are predefined? That are completely full-fledged payroll implementations. Okay. So what are predefined? That is completely full-fledged implementation of payroll. Okay. Now search for any country like, okay. So before going to that one, I have already written an article on this one, global payroll. So what are the countries that were supporting? 14. US, Canada, Mexico, UK, Ireland, France, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Kuwait, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, China, and India. We already discussed this. GCC means Gulf Council of Countries, Islamic countries. Okay. There are total 6 countries, Islamic countries are there. All 6 countries, they are running full-fledged payroll. Okay. If you want to check, you can check like this. United Arab Emirates. If you want to check for our major thing, what we will discuss here is United States, right? United States. So this is the legislation, and these are the legislation rules. Okay. Tax year start date, January 1st. Default currency, US dollar. Okay. So what are the different types of system person type? Contingent worker, employee, standard worker, processing payroll. Okay. Retiree. So these are the different system person types they are having. Okay. And then element classifications. So I told you that we are okay. For another batch, we discussed our elements. So these are the different types of elements. Classifications would be there. Elements are the basic building blocks of the payroll. Okay. Elements are basic building blocks of the payroll. These are the different classifications. Element classification, you have to by heart. Absences, balance initialization, direct payments, employee tax credits, employer charges, employer taxes, information, pre-statutory deductions, social security deductions, standard earnings, supplemental earnings, tax deductions, taxable benefits, voluntary deductions. You have to by heart. There is no other way. You have to by heart the element classifications. Inside each element, again, there are so many sub-elements will come. Under standard, we will discuss mainly standard earnings, supplemental earnings, tax deductions, voluntary deductions, okay, absences, and all these things we will discuss. Not everything, but you have to by heart each and every element classification because this is very much important. Okay. And payment types. So what are the different types of payments that are allowed in United States? In United States, cash payment is not allowed. Either check or electronic fund transfer or international transfer. Only these 3 methods are allowed. Okay. Cash transfer to pay the employee is not allowed. Okay. Payment types. Component groups. Component groups means calculation cards. Okay. Benefits, federal absence, time cards, recovery. So this is in depth. Once go in depth. Balance dimensions. So these are in depth. We will see after almost completion of the payroll. We will get back to this one, dimensions and all. Okay. So this is how we will identify. Means everything, you don't have to do anything. It is predefined. All are predefined and developed by Oracle. We have to do nothing because Oracle US payroll is completely developed by Oracle. You have to do nothing. Just use and run your payroll. Okay. That is why it will show here as locked. It will show here as locked. So predefined. Same as India. If you see India, you will get some knowledge. Go back and click on India. So legislative rules. So what is our tax year start date in India? From when the tax year starts date?
April to March.
April 1st. So what is that one year? 4th month means what?
April
April. Date? First. So from April 1st, tax year start date. Same as here also. In India, non-worker paid. If it is non-worker paid, we'll run the payroll. Rest all of them, we don't run the payroll. Remaining all element classifications are all same. So here, balance types. Balance dimensions we already seen. Balance type. What is the different type? What is balance types? So here eligible under 80C, eligible deduction under 80CCD. So have you heard about all these things earlier anytime while paying the taxes?
Yes, sir. These are the tax proof exemptions for
Yes.
the.
So everything is predefined with Oracle. So conveyance allowance, non-taxable, conveyance allowance, taxable, children education allowances, non-taxable. These are called as balances. Okay. If tribal allowance, if a particular person is a tribal or what you call HRA, if you select house rent allowance balance, right? HRA, everybody know HRA, right? So how many people have paid taxes so far? Okay. Okay. So HRA balances. So anything like what you call provident fund. Or PF. So PF. So how many people know about PF in India? Provident fund, PF actual salary. These are the different types of balances. Everything is predefined by Oracle. You don't have to define anything. You have to just use it. Okay. So everything is means if it is predefined, it is showing here, right? Predefined means everything is delivered and configured by Oracle. You don't have to do anything. That is called as predefined. So 14 different countries, Oracle has done everything. You don't have to do anything. Just you have to customize the payroll according to your company requirement and run the payroll. You don't have to do anything from the scratch. Okay. So now we are doing payroll for United States. Okay. We are doing payroll for United States. Please go through this article, go through this for having better knowledge. So right now we are focusing our payroll on which country? United States. For United States also everything is predefined. You don't have to do any single thing. Simply you have to customize the payroll according to your particular company requirement and run the payroll. Okay. Now we have seen configure payroll legislations. Okay. And we have completed first topic. What is global payroll and how many countries Oracle supports payroll? We are done. Okay, payroll user configuration and assign roles for the payroll. Okay. What I have to do here is I will hire one new person. My client groups, new person, admin, payroll. So use them, what it will become? Payroll admin, right? First name dot last name, it will become payroll admin. Okay. I'm hiring one person, and for our convenience to remember, I'm giving as payroll first name and admin last name. Okay. Here, Mr. and then gender. So 1974. Okay. And now I'm giving for US. If you don't know any job, click on advanced. Select does not equal to X, Y, Z. Let us take accountant. Okay, to attach payroll, obviously you have to give location. So home address is Manhattan and work location is Redwood City. Okay, home address is New York and work location is he is in California. Okay, just remember that. Now payroll, US one legal entity, monthly. Okay, this is an important step in payroll. You have to give tax reporting unit and select the payroll. Okay. Click on next. And now salary basis means monthly salary. You have to give salary basis. Let us take Oracle US monthly salaries we have created. We will use that one. Monthly, let us take $7,000 or $8,000, or let us take round figure $10,000 per month. Okay. Click on next. Click on submit. You click on OK. Okay, now search for the employee payroll admin. Okay, and employee got created. Now we will assign the roles. Okay, this is our second step, second topic. Payroll user creation and assign roles for the payroll. Okay, what are the roles I have to assign for the payroll? Can anybody tell me? What are the roles that we need to assign for the payroll?
For the employee, for the user, sir.
Yeah, for the
Payroll
employee. So as of now, we have hired an employee. By default, it was auto provisioned. Is employee abstract role was auto provisioned. Now I want to reset the password and add the payrolls also. Payroll administrator and payroll manager. Welcome one. Okay. Click on reset the password. Now we have like two roles. One is payroll administrator. Click on edit. Click on add role. Payroll admin. Okay. Payroll administrator, view all data. This is a data role. Click on search. I want to add the job role. I don't want to add the data role. So as of now, we have not completed what is job role and what is data role. I'll tell you in one special class. So as of now, I want to add only job role. Okay. Or a payroll admin job role. I want to add this one. Okay. And then second one, what is that one I have to add?
Payroll manager, sir.
Payroll manager. Very good. Okay, ORA payroll manager. So what is the difference between pay underscore payroll manager and ORA underscore payroll manager? Can anybody tell me? So what happened here is Oracle has started implementation with very old, right? Release 1, release 2, release 3. So at that time, they have started with pay. Okay, pay underscore payroll manager and all. So this is the old job role. Pay underscore payroll manager is up to release 12.1. After that, they have revamped everything and they have added extra features, but they don't want to spoil the existing role. That is the reason everything they have changed with ORA pay. So we have already added the role, right? That's why it's not showing. ORA pay underscore payroll manager job role. So this is from release 13. Okay, this is from release 13. Previously it was pay underscore payroll manager, but from release 13 it is pay underscore payroll. So but still they want to maintain because some of them are still in release 12. Some of the customers, they are in release 12, they don't want to migrate to release 13. For them that is okay. That is the reason still Oracle is maintaining two different job roles. Okay, everybody understood? Some of the customers, they are still in release 12. They don't want to migrate to release 13. For that reason, they are maintaining still two job roles. Okay. So what are the two roles we need to make? We need to add to make particular person as a payroll administrator. Are you able to see the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what are the particular job roles that are required to make a particular person as a payroll administrator and manager or a payroll administrator job and or a payroll manager job? These are the two roles you need to remember or you have to by heart. Or just role name is payroll administrator.
So here
Payroll administrator and payroll manager. Just if you want to remove that one, and again we want to add that one just with the role name. Add role admin. So here don't add the data roles. Payroll Administrator. This is the job role. Add that one. So we will discuss when to attach a data role after some time. So once application security get completed, I'll tell you how to what is the difference between these two. Until then, just add only job roles. Payroll manager. Okay, payroll manager. So in the payroll manager also, ORA, you have to select ORA and add that one. Okay, click on done. Now I have added two roles and I made this particular person as our payroll administrator and payroll manager. And I have done the reset of password. Okay. Okay. So Lakshman, you are asking something.
Yes, sir. I just want to check with administrator and payroll manager difference, but you told that, so you will be explaining afterwards. No problem.
No, I told that I'll explain the difference between job role and data role. So administrator and manager is like, admin is like he is having more privileges. Administrator will have more privileges. Manager will have less privileges. If you want to compare, you can compare the roles here itself. Okay, what is the different roles? Compare roles. Okay. The payroll administrator, right? Select this one. And here, second role is payroll manager. Or payroll manager. Just you can compare the roles. Okay, compare. So payroll administrator is a top role, and some of them which are not there in payroll administrators and that will be there in payroll manager. So we will add both the roles. So here comparison, it will take some time. We will add both the roles for the particular person. So roles, privileges. So if you club multiple privileges, it will become a role. If you remove particular privilege from a particular role, it will become a custom role. Okay, these are all security aspects, role-based access control. So it's really a very depth in concept. I'll cover that one after completion of talent management or absences. Particularly 1 week, I'll give only on the security aspects, so that it is really important for the interview purpose also before going for interview. So that will be easy for you to remember. At this point of time, just remember what is the roles you have to add. Over a period of time, I'll explain why, what is a data role, what is job role, what is privileges. So if you see here, it just payroll run balance dates. So this is not there in payroll administrator. That is there in payroll manager. Some of the functionality after end of year payroll results, that won't be there in payroll administrator, but it is there in payroll manager. This is called as a privilege. This is called as a privilege or artifact, we will call it, but this is called as a privilege. And what you call a group of privileges is called as a role. If you remove this privilege, okay, from this payroll manager, he cannot perform, and this particular payroll manager will become a custom. But you cannot remove privilege from the predefined Oracle provided one. But if you want to create your custom payroll manager, you can edit, you can play with all the privileges. So what are the privileges you want to give, you can give, so that he will have a particular access to particular pages. So it's a very complex scenarios, but at this point of time, we don't have to worry more. Only what are the things you have to remember? What are the two roles we need to add? And payroll manager. Okay. So payroll administrator will have some of the roles. Payroll manager will have some of the roles. We need both. Okay. We need both. So we will cover. So we will cover security aspects. Security is nothing related to payroll. It is completely for entire fusion. Security is nothing related to HCM as well. It's completely related to fusion level. Okay. So once we have completed our complete normal modules, then we will focus on security. Definitely, I will cover security because at least a minimum 2 to 3 questions will come, and definitely you have to answer that questions. I'll ensure that you will answer all the questions with ease. with very ease, because we have to do some practice on security. So right now we don't want to focus on that one, and I don't want to make your life miserable at this point of time. Okay. Now what is the one we have created? What is the user we have created? Payroll admin, right? So for payroll admin, I have given payroll administrator access. So shall we give HR specialist access as well? Because if you create one user, again you have to log in as HR specialist. Okay, for now we want to run only with payroll only. Just I don't want to give HR access. I want to give only payroll. Click on done. Sign out. So what is Pawan Channam here?
First time dot last line.
Sorry,
User ID.
Pawan Channam
So
is
you are the application implementation partner.
application implementation consultant. Is the super user, right?
Yes,
He's
super
having
user.
IT security manager role to provide access to new users. IT
Yes, sir.
security manager role, HR specialist role, payroll specialist role, functional consultant role. He's a super user. Integration role for HDL as well. Everything we have given to him. So
Yes, sir.
now we are logging with only payroll admin. Okay. We are logging with only payroll admin with limited access to only payroll work areas. Payroll.admin, welcome one. Click on sign in. So we are able to log into payroll administrator, right?
Yes, sir.
We are logged into payroll administrator. Are we able to see what are the features what we have seen for person Pawan Channam is able to see here? No. Only few of them we are able to see, not all of them, right? Only person management is there. Is there any new hire is there?
No,
New person is there, not there, right? We cannot hire. We cannot hire with the help of payroll administrator. For hiring, we should be HR specialist role, right? So for that reason, we are not able to see new person, right? In here, data exchange also, the basic things will be there, not the entire. So there is no other links here. HCM special loader, HSDL is there, but HDL is not there. So the basic things will be there, data exchange also. So that is the reason everything is a role-based access control. It's a role-based access control. So now what we have to do with the payroll admin, because we have given only 2 roles, right? So now what we have to do? We have to do what we have to do with payroll admin. Now go to payroll. We are able to see all the payroll things right here. Adjust individual balance, element entries. Everything we are able to see, right? Everything we are able to see here. Okay. As a payroll administrator, we can only configure, we can only run the payroll. We cannot configure the payroll. Okay. Okay, then why it is not showing setup and maintenance here? Setup and maintenance is not coming from here, but it is coming from here. My enterprise. Okay. So we are going to setup and maintenance. If setup and maintenance is coming, means we can do this. We can do all the configurations. So workforce deployment. I'm going to manage banks. To manage banks payroll. So while creating the banks, we need to select the scope. Scope means here legislative data group, LDG. In which LDG I want to create? I want to create in US LDG. So see here again it is showing error. We don't have required permissions to perform the task. Your application security manager can grant you to authorize the list of tasks. Only it is showing the basic one, but while creating manage banks, it is throwing error. You don't have enough permissions. So that is the reason when it is having setup and maintenance in the right side only, it is properly having all the configurations. Okay. Let us take, if I want to define payroll definitions, again it will throw the same error. So you don't have the required permissions. So now what I have to do with payroll administrator and payroll manager, we cannot configure the payroll. Configuration is different and the processing of payroll is different. So what I have to do with which user I have to log in to configure the payroll?
Application implementation.
Application.
Very good. With application implementation consultant, we have to log in and we have to configure the payroll. Any configurations, any kind of setups, who is the right person?
Application implementation consultant.
Correct. Application implementation consultant, or in short form, what is his name? Functional consultant. Okay. Application implementation consultant, or in short form, we will call him as functional consultant. For any kind of configuration, for any kind of setups, who is the right person to do? Functional consultant. Okay, now again we logged in as a functional consultant. Go to setup and maintenance. So while we are seeing setup and maintenance in the right side under settings and actions, setup and maintenance. Now go to select workforce deployment. It is important. Select workforce deployment as the offering. Search, manage banks. So in the payroll, select manage banks. So it will ask for the scope. Automatically here it will scope is selected. Okay. I want to edit this list. Select and add. Click on apply and go task. Select from here again. US legislative. US legislative data group. Okay. You have selected the scope of the LDG, legislative data group. To remember, as we came into payroll, so payroll always revolves around the legislative data group. Like how Earth will revolve always around the sun, payroll always revolves around the legislative data group. Legislative data group is the place where all the information of payroll will be stored. Okay. Legislative data group is the place where all the information related to payroll will be stored. So payroll always revolves around which one?
Legislative data.
Legislative data group. Okay. Payroll, any concept, it's always revolves around legislative data group. Now we started the first one, manage bank. Okay, manage bank. Okay. Selected that scope as legislative data group as US legislative data group. And I want to create one bank. Okay. Country is United States. So name, let us take Tata or Oracle or whatever that one. Which one you want to do? Can anybody suggest? We'll stick to that one. Okay, let us take FedEx. We have started.
FedEx.
We have started with FedEx, right? FedEx, it's for reference purpose only. Bank name is any bank, but for our learning purpose, I am giving like this. FedEx, Wells Fargo Bank. Actually, the name of the bank is Wells Fargo, but Wells Fargo somebody created, so it will throw error. Already it is there. So that is the reason I'm creating a bank name as FedEx Wells Fargo. Alternate name is also Wells Fargo. Bank code WFB. Okay. If you want to give address, you can give address. Otherwise, it's an optional field. Okay. I don't have to tell you. It's optional fields. If you want to give, you can give. Otherwise, leave it. Okay. Now click on save and close. So we have created a bank called FedEx Wells Fargo Bank. Okay. Select that one or just search that one. So now we are having only one bank called FedEx Wells Fargo. For that one, I want to create a branch. Create a branch. FedEx Wells Fargo. What is bank branch name? Wells Fargo, Redwood City branch. Okay. FedEx Wells Fargo, Redwood City branch. So I think everybody knows this one, right? There will be multiple branches for the bank. So routing number is like our IFSC code in India. We can go and search routing number for Wells Fargo, Redwood City. We are giving the real possible values. So routing number, description. So, okay. Here also again address. Okay, what is the difference between previous address and this one is a branch address. This is okay. This is a branch address. Now click on save and close. Rest are all optional fields. All these values will be provided by our client. You have to enter the values only, just like a data entry. Okay. Click on save and close. Now I have to check. I have created a branch, right? Select the bank and view branches. I have created one branch. I have to view the branches. Okay. This is the branch I have created. Here, while creating the account, it will ask the different things. So this bank account where we will use. Okay, this branch account where we will use. We have to use it in a particular company. So whether we have defined company or not, it will ask. Okay, for any legal company, then only we have to use this bank account. And we have to attach that legal entity to primary ledger. We have to attach that, we have to assign that to primary ledger and business unit. So we will see that bank account, creation of bank account is something different. Okay. Creation of bank accounts is something different. We will see that one at a later point of time. After creation of all these tax reporting units, then we will see this one. Okay, configuration of bank accounts is something different. We will see in future classes. At this point of time, it's not required. So apart from this one, everybody understood, right? These are simple topics only. You don't have to worry. Just to practice creation of user accounts, creation of bank branches. And the first one is completely theory. What are the 14 different countries that Oracle is supporting? Okay. So tomorrow we will see configuring of bank accounts. Means before configuration of bank accounts, we have to create our legal address, legal entity, define legal reporting unit, tax reporting unit, and we have to do all these stuffs. See, this is the after assignments, manage business unit set assignment only, we can configure the bank accounts. Okay. After all these steps gets completed, then only we have to go back and configure the bank accounts. Okay. Tomorrow, I'll try to complete these topics. Get ready for jet speed. I'm telling you, get ready for the jet speed. You have to practice. Okay. So that is the reason I'm giving 1 week time in between the modules, so that you will have enough practice. Okay. If you are unable to cope up with my speed, just you can say that, sir, just please go slow. Otherwise, I will complete whatever the topics I have told you. Okay. But because these are very small topics, and already why I'm going speed is that it's already we have discussed. So business units, legal employer, legal entity, legal address, all these things, it's nothing new for us. Maybe after completion of this one, consolidation group, organization payment method, these are new, but these are all almost kind of relationship with the global HR only. Okay. So from payroll onwards, you have to practice. You have to practice much, at least 1.5 hours. You have to practice in your home. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for your time and have a great day. Do you have any other doubts?
Yes, sir. One second. Sir, while creating the roles to that particular payroll admin, like payroll administrator and payroll manager. So when we want to do some setup and maintenance things, again we went to for the application implementation consultant role. So why don't we not doing in this particular role, sir, in administrator role and payroll manager role?
Yeah, very good. So let us take in a company as a functional consultant, what is our role?
To do all the setup from implementation to setup to all the
Very
modules.
good. Yes. So once we left the company, who has to take care everything?
That HR specialist or any team from the HR team,
Yes.
anyone from the.
So while we leaving the company, we should not give entire access like us, because while we leaving the company, that application is in testing mode, right? So we can do anything, whatever we want as a functional consultant. And while we are handing over that particular project to HR specialist, what is the state of the application?
So he might be used like in different way, like he won't be used in a proper way.
Yeah, actually,
So
while we handing over that application to HR, means who is the head HR, the application is at a production level, right? Everything we have tested, whatever we are doing, we will do configurations, we will do all the transactions, we will do all the testing. We will segregate the roles, everything we have tested. And then while we handing over, we should not give like super user to anybody. He might do something wrong, right? So only authorized person should have the authorized access only. Understood? So how we will restrict? By help of roles: job role, duty role, data role. Okay. With the
Yes, sir.
roles only we will restrict. Now I have created one user called Lakshman, and I'll assign, okay, Lakshman, you only take care of only the payroll. He is not entitled to do any kind of transactions apart from payroll. Payroll also, I only asked you and assigned you to take care of only United States. You don't have to any kind of access to UK payroll or Canada payroll or any payroll. That is called as a data role. Now, as of now, you have given a job role, you can access entire globe. Whereas if you want to restrict your role as well, I will create a data role according to the legislation, and in the particular legislation only, particular person can able to run the payroll. It is like to provide the security. So as a functional consultant, we are working before production, right? The application is in before production. But once it goes to the actual people who are day-to-day operations like HR, it is in the production. If you do mistake, it will be entire biggest problem will come, right? After rigorous trainings and all, and if we believe that particular person know what to do, what not to do, then only we will create a user role and we will assign the roles, to the particular person, and we will restrict that data also only by using the data role, not the complete job role. Job role is the biggest role. We will restrict the particular data so that he can only function, he can only do the work only in a particular set of data. So everything is because of mainly for the security only we are doing. You understood, right?
Yes, sir.
And we have to hand over, right? We have to hand over the complete project to the company team members. As a functional consultant, what is my job? I have to do the implementation. I have done the implementation with my Oracle knowledge. After that, what I have to do? I have to provide all the solution documents. I have to give a lot of trainings to the end users like HRs. And then I have to leave the company. I came as a contractor. I have done all the things. Now, once it is done, I have to leave the company, right? I came from, let us take an example of Oracle Consulting or Deloitte or Capgemini or Accenture. And my client is, let us take Wells Fargo or British Telecom or some XYZ. There are so many clients like Northwell Health, Bayer University. We are so many Schneider, FedEx. These are all clients. I have to go to the client location. I will do all the things. Once everything project get completed, I have to hand over to FedEx, right? FedEx group of HR people will be there. Are you able to understand, Lakshman?
Yes, sir.
So everybody understood what Lakshman has asked the question and what I have answered that one. So what Lakshman has asked me is, sir, why don't you do the same thing, everything with only the functional consultant? Why you have to create another user? and add the roles. That's what you have asked me, Lakshman.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can anybody answer that one? I was just now explained, right? Can anybody? Monica, can you explain me why we have to create particular roles and assign that role, particular users and assign the roles to that users? Gautami, can you answer?
When we do
Okay, I think here it is raining heavily, so we will see it tomorrow. So please go through my video one more time and understand why we have to create users and assign roles to run the payroll. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for your time and have a great day.
Thank you, sir.